President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has given a marching order to the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, to curb the menace of crude oil theft and vandalism in the Niger Delta region of the country in the shortest possible time. The president said that the directive became necessary as oil theft had become a national issue that needed to be surmounted to boost oil production and revenue generation in the country. The group CEO of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, menace, made this known in an interview with journalists at the defense headquarters in Abuja after a meeting of all security and intelligence agency heads convened by the Chief of Defense Staff. Kerry said that achieving the desired economic stability would be impossible without curbing oil theft and other crimes in the Niger Delta region. Can I take that paragraph once again, please? Achieving the feat of handling crude oil theft would be impossible without actually looking at some of the cases or some of the issues that we have in the Niger Delta currently, which is oil theft as one of them. And then some cases of insecurity as another one. Let's get your thoughts. You're a traditional ruler and you definitely stay in the Niger Delta. So you are more conversant with some of these cases in the Niger Delta.
You know, when we have problem, where the problem lies is the statement that there are issues in the Niger Delta.
Yes.
Who causes these issues? It's still the federal government that's causing these issues.
What issues are you talking about when you say
yes,
the issues in the Niger Delta are caused by the federal government? Which of the issues are you making reference to?
When you abandon areas that you're supposed to develop, the areas are developed, this oil theft will reduce. If the people are engaged, this oil theft will reduce. If the youth are employed, if there's a matching order given to IOCs taking this oil from this place that employ these numbers of the citizens where you operate, it will be taking these boys from the creek where they are doing this illegal oil theft that is ongoing. Massive unemployment also leads these people. They see it as a source of livelihood where they are not killing, they are not carrying arms, but it is a crime. So if the federal government want, again, I've said it here before, that you give contract to people to monitor pipeline that is passing through my frontage and my backyard. Now, I don't even know who is managing the affairs of the pipeline that's passing through my backyard and my frontage in my farm. Without involving the traditional rulers in that community, that look, we know how many lengths of pipes that passes through your communities. Please join us and let's ensure that nobody tamper with it.
So there's no liaison like that going.
Coming into power. It's a kind of patronage to political people that are around you, people you think they have the willpower to fight for your next elections.
When we talk about surveillance, are we not talking about security operatives?
These security operatives are not the conventional security men that will be carrying out. That was why the civil defense was also created to look after pipeline vandalism, okay? But these issues of surveillance must not be actually those security that carry arms.
But
Informations.
Are they politicians?
The surveillance?
Yes.
The head of the surveillance, the people they gave the job, might have some influence with politicians. like we have in Niger Delta now, some people have been giving some quotas to survey for federal government. How many billions of dollars have been paid to him to do the job? And if you are doing the job, yes, you are doing the job because you are a Niger Delta son, fine and good, you have the right to get the job. But how many times has it called for stakeholders engagement, for communities that this pipeline passes through, the creeks that these communities, the creeks where this pipeline passes through, how many times have we had engagement, talks with community leaders that, looks, I'm in charge of these things, let's work together. I ensure that our children don't vandalize the crude. The crude belongs to all of us. And again, also present to federal government. One way to do this is to engage this youth in any area that is available, such as giving mandate to the IOCs operating in the Niger Delta. If you are taking your staff, you are taking about 1,000 staff, why not give like 200 to host communities to produce qualified people, competent people that can still do the same jobs? And if that is being carried out, you see that a lot of these people, they want to work. Your pipeline will be there, nobody is going there because everybody is engaged. Early morning, you are going to work, you come back and you are tireless, you are tired, you rest for the next day taxed. But in this case, the job of the youth has been abandoned completely. But
let's look at it further now. That could be one of the reasons, like you have stated, but oil theft is, don't you think it's quite deeper than that?
I don't want to go about...
Is it possible that giving the youths the surveillance job will actually stop them from something that is paying them well, like they say?
No, you know, the oil theft, they know who is stealing the oil. They know. The federal government knows them. Because...
That is an allegation.
Yes, they know them.
They know them. If you say they can get them,
how did the badges passes through? How can the badges, the ship that this crude is passing, they are using the ship that is conveying this crude outside this country? How did they get it to Nigeria?
You know, someone once made a joke about that, saying, how did they carry the oil? Did they put it in their pockets?
Are we talking about the
where did it pass through?
Where did it pass through? So this Akaba, men of wealthy men are involved. You cannot tell me the youth are also involved. But if the youth are engaged, those men will not have who to use because they cannot go to the place to commit this crime. They stay in Abuja and give order to the boys. They leave small money to them.
Oh, so they're in Abuja?
Of course, where are they staying? They're staying in Abuja. Nobody from Niger Delta that you know that if you cut the pipe is going to destroy our aqua systems, going to destroy our farmland, it's going to destroy a lot of things. We're still talking about going to clean up to this time, and everything about Niger Delta. Things are not going on well. So I think that if the federal government want to stop this, create a forum where the youth will be engaged. If the youth are engaged, then you will not see who to hire. Then the oil will be there. But once the youth are not being engaged, they felt that, okay, we've talked about modular refineries, which also, I am not also in support of modular refineries, because to me it's the illegality. Because the huge amount involved in preparing modular refineries, how many years now the one up about in Delta State, it has never been functioned. Okay, and the amount involved, you still need those big men to invest in those areas, and they don't want to do that. So if they might have arrested one or two of them, that this badge conveying crude from the Niger Delta belong to so and so, and make it public to the people. Let us know those that are taking our oil illegally. Not the boys in the creek. The boys in the creek can be easily taken from the creek if you provide job for them. Very easily. If you engage them, they will... Okay, look at where they go after them in the Niger Delta. Blacks will stop completely because government were out for them. So that is it. If they are out to stop, they will stop it. They are not ready to stop. They will be talking, oh, marching order. They're not stopping it.
That was why I asked the question if the youths are actually ready to stop on their own. Because you talk about the federal government not being ready to stop, and probably that's why they have not taken the steps that we desire for them to take. But then the youths, are they ready to leave this thing alone?
Fairly 100%.
When you give somebody honey and then you tell him...
If they can surrender their arms during the Yaradua area,
different sites. But if we don't investigate down to the owners of those sites, the men putting up those places, that means we'll just keep cutting the leaves of the tree, and the whole tree is still very much available and standing very strong.
70% of the AGOs that we are buying, even companies patronize illegality, this fire. Most of the companies, most of the multinationals also patronize them. 80% of our AGOs have been, they bought them from.
That's
80%.
Where did you get the
I'm telling you, I say 80%, 80, not even 70. How many times did you hear about how many liters of AGOs that from any depot? Do your mathematics, do your calculations. You will hear about PMS. We are taking so barrel of PMS, supply this to so state. How many AGO? How many KPA? Kerosene. How many times do you see kerosene in the filling station to buy? How many filling stations are selling AGO? Even the ones selling is adulterated AGO. Even the ones they were using in my own community, you know, AGO, normal AGO cannot light this local lamp before. Now it is burning it perfectly. It is burning the local lamp perfectly. Not kerosene. So now, if you can still achieve that, why buying kerosene? Because it's adulterated AGO, it's adulterated diesel. Now, those people that are patronizing them are also the problem we have. Companies don't bother about going to the registered filling station to buy it. Most of the time, it is costly. Most of the times, because that one is cheaper. So you encourage the people to do more crime. And it is the same you complaining that there's oil theft. The same government is also buying it.
Do you see this coming to an end anytime soon?
Until the government take a drastic step against those that are patronizing them.
Because the government is fighting it. For you to say the government is buying it,
they are making a statement. They are not fighting it. They are making statement.
Okay, you don't see steps.
No steps.
You don't see steps being taken by the government.
No, they are making statement. Even those security agencies that they saddle with this responsibility to arrest these people are also corrupt. They are corrupt. Go to the riverside now. You will see gallons of adulterated, illegal, refined crude being passing through our waterfront. It's just because you're Roger. The marine police are involved. The civil defense, they are involved. It is those that refuse to bribe them, they will burn the site. Oh, let our guys see that we are working. Oh, let's burn the site.
Some of these allegations would need facts to back them up.
Which fact do you need? Do you want me to bring pictures?
This is the
then
media.
You allow me to go to 1 or 2 waterfront this afternoon, and I will take pictures and bring it to you. Look at pictures where they are passing it through. Policemen were armed will be sitting down there, seeing them passing it there, and we say we are fighting against illegal oil theft. How are we fighting it? Do we have refineries at those creeks? Which refinery do we have in those creeks? So I think until government take steps in stopping it, when they stop illegal bunkers to some extent, the past administration, you saw what happened in Rivers State. The black suits disappear. Because every time you see burning point and all that, the government went after these people and they made so many arrests. Okay? If they can still do that, it will reduce this. And again, if those that they've given contracts to survey this pipeline, liaise with community leaders that this pipe is passing through their communities. Because, for instance, you will see in my own community, for instance, the pipe that is passing through my community, I don't even know who is the surveillance job is given. Sometimes you see people passing there, you believe that they are the same surveillance people, or knowing that they are the criminals. So do they have a specific uniform they wear? That these are the surveillance people. These are issues that we need to look at. Let us have a Niger Delta stakeholders engagement, that government will come and we tell them what is our issues. How can we stop this? It's not this paper talk. It should be physical talk, just like they had recently in the Niger Delta engagement. They deprive a lot of people to come there. It's the same Abuja people, just like they feel like let it be in Niger Delta. For me, they like quickly sit in Abuja and save their cost of taking.
So what was the situation? They didn't let people to come in?
And was there any person from Ogoni representing in that place? No. No traditional rulers from Ogoni Aziz was there.
Which of the meetings are you talking about?
The recent concluded summit now, organized by the Niger Delta, in Port Harcourt, where the minister of Niger Delta and then the Senate president was there, okay, and then the Niger Delta NDDC boss was also there. So, did they allow the community people to participate? No, it was still government of the rich, gathering of the rich, talking about their issues, not the issues of the people. No youth leader was invited. He talked about the people. Areas, if you invite youth leaders, how many youth leaders do we have in this Niger Delta? How many youth leaders do we have? Maybe invite 1 or 2 congresses here and there. Can that cover up everything? No. So if they want to do the rating, they invite community leaders. Allow open door system where everybody open participations. Or then you will see results. Not the same people that are complaining will gather themselves and sit in one place and still talking about the same thing. And they are the same people that we want to fight the crime. And you are not hearing from the people where the crime is being taking place on daily basis. It's an issue that the federal government need to look at. If Yar'Adua can do that, they can still do it.
Okay, thank you very much for your thoughts on that one.